lighting, sound, videos in the background. Um, Trying to think of it. The way, you know, your man, it's right on the tip of my tongue. And I know you guys are just saying it, but I can't hear you. Uh, um, mm, 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 mm. Okay, not clip art, but when you see it on YouTube or whatever, and you see their picture, it's that very first picture there that you see. I don't know why I can't remember it, and I know it. And it's craziness. Yeah. And I can't tell if it's normal memory loss or it's a memory loss from the air from flying, from the toxins. It's just sometimes it gets bad, bad. And, normally how I handle it is I write it down. As soon as, if I wasn't on here now, I would be writing down, key thoughts that I would have, because I would definitely forget it. If I were sitting here and I was thinking, okay, that would be good right now. Yeah. And then something would pass, or I'd look or whatever, and then it was like, yeah. Did I just forget what I was like? Like that. And then you'd sit here, oh no, it's going to come back. I'm sitting here. You're sitting here. And it never comes back. Never comes back. Never, ever, ever comes back. That's what I'm going through. That's what I'm going through. Had to change my diet, everything, you know. And I've gotten that under control, and we'll talk about that another time, because I know it's been almost an hour now talking to you, and I really didn't want to do an hour. I just wanted to a little bit, but then I said, you know what? I owe to you to know who I am. This is who I am. I am a closet gabber. I will talk your head off if you give me the chance. But yet, you wouldn't think I am. I love life, and I have just recently started living it to its fullest for me. It's fullest for me. I'm not letting anything bother me. I'm not letting, weather. I'm not letting people. I'm not letting anything get in my way, And I'm not going to be for everyone. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to be for everyone. I forgot who the little girl was that said the other day, said, you can be the most beautiful peach in the world, and somebody's going to be allergic to you. I think that was tennis. I think I was watching tennis. Yeah, I think I was watching tennis. And it is so true. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And you don't have to be. You don't have to be. But until you open yourself up to who you are, need some water. until you open up to who you really are, no matter what, okay? Until you open up and become who you are, no matter what, you are going to wonder. You're going to wonder. You're going to wish. And I can tell you, when you do that first scary thing, and I'm talking about scary thing. I'm talking about when you think about it and you get ready to do it, and you want to push that button, and you can't push it, and you say, okay, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Click, and you go away. And then tomorrow comes and it's like, those. When you have that, oh, that's my mole. Looks bigger there. And when you have fear like that and you overcome that fear, when you do that, leave me a comment, okay? Leave me a comment that you did that. That you did that. And tell me how you felt. Because I guarantee you, you're going to feel just like, I'm the shit. I am the shit. I'm the shit. For that one day, you know, you know, then you got to brush it off. Okay? We're not talking about walking around like, oh, now I'm the shit. No. Because you got to keep going. You got to now find another one. Okay? You got because you're not just weary or afraid of one thing. Okay? No one has just one thing. There's a series of things to even if you have this huge thing that you want to go, there's a series of steps that you got to do. Series of steps you got to take to get there. And each one of those, there's going to be somebody there to stop you. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you. Back as a chin. I can guarantee you. Let's see if you can see. See how nice it is? Look at that. It's not raining, but it's just overcast. I like that. I really like that. Let's see, I'll turn my chair that way. There we go. Turn my chair that way. So, there's always going to be someone there to try to bring you down. Hi, Mr. Spider. Always someone trying to bring you down, okay? So arm yourself with knowledge, with your skill, with courage. Arm yourself. And when you arm yourself, you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear but yourself. But yourself. And as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at myself and I'm just like, yeah, and you know it. And you know it because you know. There's times that you just wanted to, do this This one thing, your one thing that you've been wanting to do, it's there. It's there. It's just, you're just going to have to, if you be yourself, it's easier for it to come out. I wouldn't, I'm telling you, I would not be sitting here talking to you if it wasn't for taking a class and someone saying, hey, I liked what you did. I think I think, I think you should give this a try, and giving it a try. Now, whether or not I do this for the next, 10 years or so, whatever, or tomorrow, or what, it doesn't matter. But it's helped me grow. It's helped me grow. And I am liking what I see. And that's all that matters. I like what I see. And you have got to get to that point where you like what you see if you don't. And I can't wait for the next adventure. I have a few interviews that I'm going to be doing coming soon. I'm going to try my best to arrange this interview for this month, but if not, hopefully I can get him on for October. But you have to meet this gentleman. You really have to meet him. He is a big, big, big inspiration for me. I can listen to him. I can listen. You have that person that you can listen to their speeches or lectures, or teachings, and you can just sit there and just listen on a playlist. It doesn't matter what order. It doesn't matter. It just, you just listen to it over and over and over and over again, and you even hear something different when you're listening. Well, that's what this gentleman does. And for those of you that don't have a I guess you say religion, because I never had. I guess I was forced kind of to go to church because, they would dress you up on Sunday and got your little hat on and your stuff on, and at one, after church, if you could sit still long enough, then, there's food in the back, and, you know, and you get to go play, if you can just sit through that hour and a half, you know. Well, that's how it was for me. And then I didn't have to anymore. And when I didn't have to anymore, I didn't. And I never I never voiced anything to anyone else. I would never say, oh, you believe in that or whatever. That was never me. I had to follow my own thing, and whatever another person did, then that was what they did. And, that was good enough for me. I don't care. It was like, why? I'm not going to judge anybody for, I don't want you judging me. Well, I don't give a shit if you judge me. But I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm not going to judge anybody. I keep getting that hung. So, I've really come into myself, and I've really learned a lot because of this man. And when I became a Buddhist, and I still feel so, I feel nervous saying being a Buddhist, because the stuff that I'm reading and learning about, I feel like I'm not privileged enough yet. It's like that is something so special. I can't call myself a Buddha, you know, but I am. I am. And I'm telling you, learning this stuff, it's eye opening. It really is. And I never thought I'd be that, because I never, any kind of religion, that was just craziness. It was, I just thought that's honestly what I thought. It was just craziness. It's just craziness. It causes, wars. It causes hate. It does, I would say, in my opinion, it was that it caused more hate than it did love. Caused more resentment than it did. You know, you could go to church and walk back out and then say, that man is gay. I don't want to eat from him, or you know, all kinds of hatred. You know, I never, ever could find myself, believing that, because I was always a watcher, you know, and that's how I learned. It was always watching, you know. I'm gonna watch and see how you behave, and then from how you behave, then you know I know how to deal with you, kind of thing. And I learned that early on. Early on, I used to watch my brother and sister, how they act. I was like, I ain't acting like that, because I ain't getting a whooping, you know. So I was like, I'm watching this. I'm watching this, you know. This is a long ass video, but I just I wanted you to finally meet me. This is me, okay? This is who I am, and it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because I'm okay with me. I am okay with me. And I hope when you meet this gentleman, you will love you too, because that's what it's about. It's all about just you know, even when I hear it in my own head, it kind of sounds cheesy. You know, when you say just love one another, just it's a beautiful thing. It really, just the calmness of not having to judge anyone else, the calmness for not having to call yourself a failure, the calmness of just saying you're enough, and really believing you're enough. You're enough. That's awesome. You're enough. You're special. You're unique. You're individual. You really are. And I look at myself and I say that. And I can honestly look at myself and say that. You're awesome. And you're not like anybody else. I mean, I wouldn't call you that peach, that most beautiful peach, even though I see myself as a beautiful peach. I wouldn't say I was a beautiful peach that, everybody's allergic to. But there's going to be people that are allergic to me. That's okay. It really is. And if you're one of those people, it has to be okay with you too. It's got to be to the point where you look at you and say, I'm okay with not being her cup of tea. I'm okay with that. I'm going to try and find my cup of tea and not disturb her cup of tea. So then you go and you find your cup of tea and enjoy your cup of tea. And when I see you enjoying your cup of tea, I look at you and smile and say, good day. Have a great day. And you're going to say, you too. Have a great day. And mean it. And no matter who they are, no matter what color they are, whether they're female or male, get a grip. This is all illusion. This is all illusion. And I know it sounds so crazy. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it sounds crazy to you or not. I've been trapped in it, and a lot of people I know are trapped in it. And little by little, I'll be out of it. I don't know what that holds. I don't know what that holds. I don't know what's to come. And see, instead of being afraid of that, look at it as a challenge. It's like that video game where you make it to the next level, and all the gold coins rain down on you. And you hear the music and you're just like, yes, got that one. Next one, let's go. Let's go. And you handle it that way. You never let fear in. Never let fear in. Even if you have to pause and take one of those deep breaths. I'll show you later one of my deep breaths, the breaths that I take if I come over. Now I don't go through the fear. But that's what got me through my first video, was that breath. And that breath, it lasts, it's pretty long. And you control your breath and you don't panic and you let that breath out slowly and you compose yourself. And when you're letting it out, you're just getting all that fear out of your body, out of your skin. And you compose yourself and you are in your intelligent mind, your wise mind, and listen to it. It's not going to lie to you. But that takes some doing. That takes a mentor. That takes a mentor. And I call him my mentor. I call Tom my mentor. I really do. I do. Even though we've never met. And I wrote him a letter. And I would have never done that, someone that I admire like that I, you know, I wrote to him and asked him how do I, what information do I need? What do I need to read to learn what he's talking about? I want to get knowledgeable on this because this is awesome. This is really cool stuff. So he sends me back oh, this was on YouTube. So I sent, and it was right under the comments for YouTube. And this thing was like huge. I wrote this whole thing. And I was just so thankful, for, and grateful for stumbling into these videos. So he writes me back. Someone in the group in the video says, "Here, write to him here." So I went ahead and cut and paste what I just said, in the email, and he responded. He responded right away, and there's like a 12-hour difference where he is, and he responded and was very nice, and he just said, "Thank you for writing and inquiring about the knowledge, and first read this, and then here's videos that go with that, and then read this, and then and it's a lot to read. I mean, he's been doing it for 50 years, and I just started getting into Buddhism last October, and how I even knew about, I knew about Buddhism, but I was at my acupuncturist, his office. Hi, Chung. Chung Hee. Great. Oh, he has the best. I mean, I have been through to acupuncturists before, but this man, he always said, I mean, he will bring tears to your eyes doing them needles, okay? And he's constantly saying, "Michelle, this is not a spa. This is not a spa." No, it's not a spa, but it sure used to feel like a spa when I went to everybody else. You could barely feel a little pinch, and you go, oh my gosh, Chung is like, wow. That needle is singing to him, or just, he puts it there, and then it just, he kind of explains it that he knows he has a right place because it just grabs the needle and you can feel it. Oh, it's like, whoo, and they're like, and I was like, wow, this is the real stuff, right? This is the real acupuncture. Okay. I see now how you, okay, all right. Ay, ay, ay. He would hit those spots, man. But I have to tell you, I really believe that he definitely helped me recover. He definitely helped me recover. I'm telling that, to get treatment like that and truly feel that someone is actually doing something for you and not just, I used to go and they put a needle in you and you don't feel anything. And they're like, "Did you feel that?" "No, I'm good." "Okay, good." And when Chung Hee, and I think it's He, but it's her, Chung here. So, but when he does it, oh my God, and you'll hear him, because once you've gotten your needles all in and everything, and you're there resting, and I love to I tell him, "Chung, put on Asian music," because then I really feel like, and he'll put on his Asian music, from his home. And it feels so good in there, and it just you're just there with the lights off and just hearing this beautiful music, and you hear in the next room, you don't hear anything, you kind of hear it just muffles up all of a sudden. Oh yeah. It's so funny because you're like, yeah, Chung hit it, didn't he? But I do believe that he had a big portion in my recovery. I really do. So trying to remember what I was saying. I was trying to remember what I was talking about. I don't know. All the geese. Can you see all the geese? I don't know how many. Yeah, there's usually so many. And they don't care. You're talking about roosters? They don't care what time it is in the morning when they start fighting. And those, they call them African geese, the Nile geese. Oh my goodness. Those Nile geese? Oh my goodness. Canadian geese, whatever they fight all the time. They fight all the time. All the time. That's them, their big mouth right now. They're very territorial. And we have a family that sits out here, and their kids are grown now, and they still don't want to give up the land. You're supposed to move on, let another young couple come in. And no, honey, we're in the retirement community, girl. No, we ain't going nowhere. So they have to fight off all the other geese that come. So it's constant all the time. Every day they put themselves through that. But it is so funny. But I have talked your ear off long enough. I will be back on Thursday. I have another interview. I'm actually interviewing someone close to me in my life. We shall see. What the next week brings. I'm grateful for this week, and I hope you are also. Have a wonderful evening, and just let it go. It's not worth it. Okay? Just let all those bad feelings, any of that stuff, fear, all that stuff, let it go. And I promise you, you will see what's out there. It's so much better.